Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. Where are we? Florida? Look at this fog. My goodness. It's not only fog, it's fire smoke too. So, we're heading south. I've been stuck in this stuff for 2 days. Unbelievable. And this is the absolute worst here. Oh my goodness, I can't even see. Speed limit's supposed to be 65, right? Alright, let me get out of this and then I'll let you know what's going on. Here we go. Yay, made it. And guess what? We made it somewhere else too, right here. Crossing the state line. Welcome to South Dakota. Well, can you say farm fields? Flat farm fields, foggy and smoky. Here we are. Okay, I know you've been watching the coast. All that footage is still being processed and edited for a little later in the summer and fall. Plus there'll be so much more, not only the coast, all through Washington and Idaho and all kinds of cool things coming up later on RVerTV. But for now, we're heading to Sturgis. This is the road to Sturgis. But right there's your North Dakota, South Dakota State Line. I was actually in North Dakota visiting some really close friends. That's what I did up there. I took a couple days off. But here we are in this beautiful state of South Dakota. I figured because we can't see much with the smoke and fog, all the smoke's coming out of Canada. They have really bad wildfires going up there, and it's just blanketing the entire central part of the country. I can't get out of it. So, you can just see it just cloud cover, and there's your sun. You can't even barely see the sun. Doesn't matter, we'll make the best of it. There's a bunch of museums I thought we'd stop at today. We're going to go down to the capital called Pierre, South Dakota, and then tomorrow we're going to head over to visit a big, major car museum. So let's get going. This is US 83 South. It is straight as a string, flat. So when I see something good, I'll kick the cameras on. We got quite a few miles yet to get down to the capital. This is a little over 120 miles to get down there. So sit back, enjoy the ride. This is Verendrye, South Dakota. Hope I pronounced it right. Cute little town. Right here in the highway. They're dealing with this bad air and smoke. I've driven this road many times. Really don't remember a lot of it. It's mainly open ag farm fields. Huge. Absolutely huge. Still a little early morning. About 8:30, not quite. Right here we're in Central Time too. Not used to that. Been changing time zones. There's a big old grain silo. Alright, we're through it. Next stop, state capitol. Alright, we made it. Yay. This is the state capitol, Pierre, South Dakota. I was just checking on the phone. I stopped here. This is Walmart. Got fuel. Had to fuel up. Stock up the fridge. So I was looking at what they had to offer. Pretty much everything's open here. What do you say? You want to go see the Capitol? It's pretty cool on the inside. We'll start there and then we'll work our way over to Fort Pierre. That's where we're going to spend the night at RV park. And then first thing in the morning we're heading down to see a big car museum. This is their truck route, truck bypass route to get around town. 83 and 14, and they all connect here. There is a very low overpass downtown. We'll miss it, but gotta be careful when you run around this town. Been here, I don't know, 3-4 times. First time was several years ago. Very long, almost 8-9 years ago, first time I drove through here. Not that big, but it's the state capital of South Dakota. Yeah, the air's heavy. You can almost smell that smoke at times. I guess it's up in Alberta. That's what I seen on the news. Massive fires. So remote up there, I guess hard to fight them. Alright, should be a street. We gotta take off to the right. Cut us right around the Capitol. And we'll check it out. Missouri River runs through here. Tons of history. Dates way back into the 1700s. Settlers. Our buddies Lewis and Clark probably came through here. There's the dome of the Capitol. Big lake here. Oh, that's right, they got a Veterans Memorial. We'll walk it. Looks like here's our ball field. And if I remember right, parking around back. Wow, look at the size of that crane. They're doing something here. Oh, the flowers, yay. Well, what do you want to do? Let's go inside first, because it's air conditioned probably. And then we'll wander around outside and go over to that big lake. Alright, you go through security. Them guys are cool. They give you a little pamphlet. So when you walk around, you can see the sights in here. Sorry, I'm slow. There it is. This is by far one of the prettiest capitals around. Look at the white marble, everything. With the golden white marble. The floors, the pillars. This place is a show palace for our state capital. Doesn't that just look priceless, huh? I'd like to work in here every day. That'd be alright. It's echoey too. Some of the old history and pictures. And, oh wow, there's a territory between North and South Dakota. Back in the late 1800s. There's the front steps. We'll go out there. We'll walk around the building. There's the governor's office. That she's famous. That Christy Nome. Yep. You always see her on all the news channels. South Dakota is very popular to live in. There she is. Her office, anyway. Not much going, no politics today. Place is empty. Well, middle of summer, they're probably on their break. Looks like a memorial chair for the POWs. We will never forget. Got that right. Nice view out the window there too. Well, while we're here, let's go up next level. And maybe we'll vote on something. Yeah, this place is shut down, looks like. No one here. Kinda eerie to be the only one walking around. Couple people. Wow. White marble staircase. Here you go. Even that tile in the floor. And you got the gold wallpaper. Big old wooden doors and this atrium thing here. It's kind of a better look at it up here, huh? Old style drinking fountain. Yeah, they don't use anything like that anymore. Well, up here's all your, Senate and House. All their chambers. All the deals that are cut. Even in the ceilings, they got paintings. I've been to a few capitals through the years. This is definitely one to stop. It's free. I think they're open 7 days a week. You can come in here on a Sunday. There's the lounge for the politicians. Yeah, we'll head outside. Go find that lake. Well, here's all the people that have served their state. Looks like through all the years. Historical listing. All the different politicians. Huh. Well, what do you say? Let's go outside. It was kind of hot in there. They didn't have their air on or something. They had a lot of fans running. But big old building. I'll walk around the front too. Let's go check the lake and that memorial, and then we'll go around the front, and we're gonna go over to Fort Pierre. Here it is. That's a good sized lake here, huh? For being right in town. It's a plaque for the Revolutionary War Patriots back in the 1700s. Yeah, South Dakota. It is veterans' place to be. When we get our Sturgis, we'll stop at the Black Hills National Cemetery and stuff. Gonna take a real close look at Sturgis this time. I've never done that before. I'd been to the event 4 out of the last 5 years, but this year we're going to do a little different look. Big old eagle, wall of names. This is a World War II memorial here. Got all the emblems of the services into the concrete here. Navy, Army, Marines. This is cool, huh? Each branch of the service. Statues, all saluting. That's powerful. I mean, that's really well thought out, and they're saluting the memorial and the flags. That is cool. Right here at the state capitol. Forgot my fishing pole. Bet they stock it. Alright, well, what do you think? We'll go around the front, check that, and then we'll keep on rolling. Yeah, we're not going to see blue sky, are we? Got all the flowers here. Ooh, nice roses. All right, meet you around front. I think that big crane, they're doing air conditioning work. I know it's sure warm on the inside of the building. More different flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. There's your cornerstone, 1908. Long time ago, over 100 years. Here's their big entry walkway, just lined with flowers. It's like a memorial. Across the street there's a bell. Let's go check that first, then we'll come back. Oh, here you go. Little storyboard, South Dakota State Capitol. Right here with this walkway. Wow, there's your Kodak moment. There's your postcard picture. Right there. You could say, welcome to South Dakota. Cool. I just found out you can't go inside this building. It's offices. Another statue. Just checking out the Capitol building. Here's the bell. That's a big one now. Pretty cool. Alright, well, what do you say? We're gonna head for the van? Heck yeah. It's hot. It's humid here too. I bet it's gonna be over 90 degrees today with this humidity. I didn't see this memorial up here. See what it says. Oh, it's a time capsule. Look at that. They're gonna open it in 2075. Okay. That's cool. Well, pretty cool first stop. Not bad for a smoky, overcast day. Alright, we're going to cruise through downtown Pierre. And then we're going to go find another, there's a train depot museum and another historical one at Fort Pierre. Fur Post, 1817 to 1868. Trappers, farmers, everything here. Here's Fort Pierre, their old railroad tracks. The train depot is a museum. We're going to go inside. Something about French settlers were first here. I'll be darned. Maybe that's why they call it Pierre. To me it's spelled Pierre, but last time I did that, people said, so I got in trouble. Not the first time. That's a cool statue. I'd like to have that in my yard, huh? Casey Tibbs, 9-time world champion. Wow. That's a lot of horsing around there, huh? My goodness. 9-time world champ. From right here. Cool. Well, let's go check out that museum. Kind of a neat layout of the land around here. There's your Missouri River. Looks like different counties. All the landmarks. 30-mile radius around Pierre. Huh. Cool. Showing the river as a historic highway. All the different sites. Wow, too many to name. Different forts. All the war camps. My goodness. Amazing. And you go all the way down to the Mississippi, all the way out along the Missouri. That's how they did it back in the old days. That was their highway. Huh? Fort Pierre Train Depot. Well, it was donated. The original location was 200 yards north of here. I love these old stoves.
I know, they're beautiful.
Well, it's free to come in. Those are insulators for electric lines on poles. Those are collectible. Some are worth a bunch of bucks. Depends what color glass they used. Yeah, this building was donated, sat on a farm for years. It was a telegraph office. Then they converted it into this museum. How cool. Some lady donated it. Not sure what those are. A whip. Oh, for giving the messages to the engineer in the train. Wow. There you go. There's your dress of back in the day. There's some ladies all dressed up. I'm sure they got rodeo days and western days and all kinds of cool stuff here in beautiful South Dakota. Another stove. Those things are in mint condition. Here's a little meeting room. Old uniforms and stuff, but yeah, the wood inside of here. Someone spent a lot of time and effort restoring this old building. There's your buggy. Looks like a 1 horsepower model. All these things in here are just mint condition. Runabout buggy. For like doctors and stuff. I'll be darned. On its way. Ooh, here's pictures of when they saved the building from the farm. Bring it home. When it got donated. How they hauled it here and all that. It's on its way. Very cool. There's a paddle wheeler. I mean, we're on the Missouri River too. That is huge. We're boating, everything. Got some old tools here. Well done. And it's free. Free to come in. Some of the old luggage back in the day. Old big old wooden suitcases. Pack it up, haul it on a train. Alright, well, the nice young lady that works here said there's another museum up the road. We're going to go check that before we find that RV park. Very well done. Definitely stop in here if you're in this area. Look at that, there's even public restrooms down here in this parking lot. So you're just passing through, stop, take a break. Gas stations, fuel's not bad here, under $4 a gallon. Okay, she said come up here to light, make a left, and then there's Old Town with a museum. It's a local one, local history. Alright, here it is. Yes, it is Old Town. Old Fort Pierre. What's that on the corner? A bank? Bank building. Looks like they got restaurants. Old brick buildings. Okay, museum should be down here somewhere. There's a bar. Aha! There's a museum on the left. Park here in front of the Chuck Wagon. Chuck Wagon Cafe. Heck yeah.
As long as they're not on me.
Alright. This used to be an old gymnasium, auditorium. They used to play basketball in here.
Did you know what this is?
And there's your buffalo hide fur coat. My goodness.
Isn't that kind of scary? Your wet head and you plug it in for electricity.
That's the way you stayed warm.
Yeah.
Winters here are brutal.
Woohoo! She had a beauty shop in her house.
Trapping. There's Lewis and Clark. Heck yeah.
We used to ask
Some old pianos. This is definitely a local museum. Need an old saddle. These are old. Some of the tags on them go way back. Part of South Dakota history. All those hats up there are donors to the museum. So if you donate to the museum, get a hat and your name up there. Here you go. You want to make a batch of chili for like 200 people? Those are some serious kettles, aren't they? 30-gallon stove. They call it a stove. I'll be darned. I've never seen anything like that. There's an old flag in the cabinet. Just tools. Everything donated by the locals. Even the buffalo head. That's an old cream separator. Old cash register. That reminds me of being back in Ohio, in Dayton, Ohio, at that museum where they made all the old cash registers. Oh my goodness, look at this. A spittoon collection. Fisher Brothers spittoon collection. See, this is why I love local museums. Where else on the planet are you going to find a spittoon collection? Except right here at Fort Pierre, South Dakota. Who'd ever think of collecting them? Wow. That's cool. See, right there, that's worth coming in one of these local museums. You never know what you're going to find at what location. There's their old store, it looks like. Wow, that is cool. Alright, you seen it here first. And more old clothing, old bottles and spice cans. A little bit of everything in here. Saving history. Well, we got all the ranching, horseshoes, horse collars. I don't know what those are. Grinding wheel, sharpen your knives. Corn husker, that's a corn husker. Okay. Old newspaper articles. Stoves. What?
That actually came from the hospital over in Pierre, and that's the original paint on it, so.
Oh, your iron lung here? Yeah.
We've had people that come in that have said they've had to be in one or they've had relatives that.
Ghost post offices. Stanley County. Here you go. Where's Clark Kent when you need him? The old phone booth. Definitely in a museum now. Hopscotch. Western Wear. I don't know if these businesses are open or closed. I'm the only one down here. I mean, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. No cars. Maybe in the evenings or something. Wildlife Unlimited. But yeah, these old buildings, they're still standing. This was probably a bustling place at one time. Old faded mural for Pepsi on the side of that one. Here you go. Here's a storyboard. The Stock Growers Bank of Fort Pierre. Old time buildings. Missouri River's right there. I mean, right there at the end of that street. You can see the water a little bit. Well, that sign on the door's for an attorney. So they must just have offices in there now. Neat old building though. Thank goodness they're saving it. Imagine the amount of people used to come down here. Even got a pink fire hydrant. Alright, well, make our way up towards that RV park. It's up on a hill. I stayed there before. It's okay. Go through residential areas to get up to it. Take side streets. But definitely that museum, if you want to see the world's largest and only spittoon collection, that is priceless. I love that. That is cool. Like I said earlier, them local museums, that's what you find in them. You know what? Let's make a left here. See if I've seen it right. Right down here is the Missouri River. There's your river. Doesn't it look like it's foggy out with all the smoke? Way down there, there's the bridge that we crossed. Can you imagine back in the old days, late 1800s, all the traffic along the river, fur trappers probably stopping here, trading their goods. History. They're saving history. Well, it ain't far, just up this ice cream place. You make a left, then you zigzag up the hill. Here's like an event center. I remember this. They had statues out front. Want to stop? Okay. No one here either. It's okay. See the statues? Let's check them out. Another one for that Casey guy. Wow. What an honor. I mean, this guy was famous, wasn't he? 9-time world champion. What an accomplishment in his life. Huge, probably. And he rode the old gray mare. Well, very fitting. And who's this one? Billy Etbauer. There's his picture. Was definitely a champion. Right up here with Casey. And this one here is Clint Johnson. There's his picture. Boy, you gotta be in really good shape. His horse was Kicking Bear. Wow, that's powerful, isn't it? Cool. All right, across the street, there's a memorial. We'll stop right there where those flagpoles are. Alright, translation of the Verendrye plate. I remember this now, these French explorers. That's a copy of the plate, buried that in the name of France. This was actually owned by France. Probably where the Pierre name came from, huh? Here it is. They buried it 1700s, and those people there found it. 1913, and they thought the plate was no good and discarded it, and it was saved. I'll be darned. So this was once the property of France. Don't you like the old photos, that lady's hat and everything? That is so cool. Alright, well, guess we got it back. There's a little bit about the explorers. They were all over. See, you really don't know what the heck went on back then. A lot more than we were ever taught in school, that's for sure. What a view up here though, huh? Overlook the river. An old Fort Pierre down there. There you can see the river a little better. Those silos are active, you can sure hear them. Conveyors going in them. Right down there's museum and stuff we were just at. Oh, cool little stop and slice of history. Well, there's your look down at the town of Pierre, state capital. There's the bridge all under construction, crossing Missouri. Then right over there, there's your Capitol building, all the government offices. Right along the river. Pretty cool place, huh? Busy town. Then, of course, the fort and all the museum and everything. Well, get some rest. We're out of here in the morning. Gonna go see one major car museum, not too far from here. Well, good morning. Right down here at I-90 in 83. I just bought some fuel, checking the phones. Gonna make a cool stop this morning in Murdo. Gonna go see the Pioneer Auto Museum. It's huge. I was there several years ago. I thought it'd be a fun little stop. We're on our way to Sturgis. I want to get to Sturgis and pre-film the town. Not pre-film it. We're going to look at Sturgis differently. We got the rally, of course, but I want to look at the town itself. So we're going to spend the next several days exploring around South Dakota. In the smoke. We didn't get rid of the smoke overnight, and it is hot and humid. Very sticky here. Alright, we're going to jump on I-90 for about 25 miles. Once we get up here, then we will check out that little town and this cool museum. Can you say farmland? Forever here in beautiful South Dakota. We're still about 140-50 miles from even Rapid Cities. That makes us about 170 or 80 to Sturgis. And be sure to get over to my website, RVerTV.tv, for information on me, future travels, all kinds of cool stuff over there. There you can sign up for my newsletter, put one out twice a month, usually right around the 5th and 20th, plus or minus a day. Also, there's all kinds of goodies on there, free picture downloads, plus got a merch shop, all kinds of cool stuff like hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one while we're running around South Dakota on the road to Sturgis, we'll call it. Once again, that's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, ought to be getting close. Been seeing a lot of signs for all the attractions. You got Wall Drug and different little towns you can stop at along I-90. But we're stopping here in Murdo, home of the Pioneer Auto Museum. It's been on television, TV shows, goes way back, and it is just full of historic artifacts and all kinds of cool stuff. Alright, here's our exit. Made it. We're a little early yet. They open at 8:30. Right now it's about 5 minutes to 8. Somewhere around there. Look at that cool car. There's their sign. Pioneer Auto. See the General Lee, stock cars. But it goes way beyond cars. I mean, there's everything in there. Old buildings, historic motorcycles, bicycles, all kinds of old furniture and everything. This guy was a real eccentric collector. But we got a little time. What do you say? You want to cruise through town? Okay. Make a left here. There's Pioneer Auto on the left. We'll be coming back to it. And lots of motels. There's the American Inn. They got old cars sitting out front of that. You know, with Sturgis getting fired up, bikers will be coming through here by the droves. Hundreds of thousands of people, probably even maybe even to a million, come to Sturgis and all the events. It just floods South Dakota with people from all over the world, actually. Alright, well, get turned around up here. We'll cruise back. We're getting real close for that Pioneer Auto to open. See, more motels. All over the place. Oh, barbecue. Wow. Alright, get turned around up here. Oh, got a little park here. Looks like day use. Look at the sun. See, that smoke just chokes it down. It's like that all day. Kind of eerie, really, when it knocks out all your daylight. And there's no end in sight for a few days. It's gonna even be, it goes clear down into Colorado, all over. I know Wyoming's getting it. Both North, South Dakota, Colorado. I forget the other states. I seen it on the weather last night. Alright, well, go up here and get parked. Let's go have a little fun. About 10 minutes it'll be open. I see people inside. Turn on the lights. Look at this car, huh? The length of it. Pioneer Auto Show. Come on in. Across the street I seen a little like memorial thing. We'll walk over there. Oh, look at this. This is the old van from that TV show, American Pickers. They were here. They bought cars or something. So this was actually on television on their TV show. It says there it's established in 1954. Close to 70 years now. Yeah, over there's that. I don't know what it is. It's a sign for Murdo. We'll walk over there. Old rat rod looking thing, huh? So this must have been a gas station at one time. Pretty big chunk of land. That's a lot of acres. Alright, let's check this thing out. Food, spirits, lodging, camping. I'll guarantee you the bikes will be pouring in here. Welcome to Murdo. It says head of the Northwest Cattle Trail. I'll be darned. 1880. So cattle. Okay. Well, let's go on in and check out that museum.
Blue car there, right there now. What do you think that green thing is off to the side?
It's an old air conditioner.
It is like nobody knows,
I'm
especially
old.
the young kids.
Yeah.
The young kids are like, oh, I don't know, it's siren.
Yeah.
Anywho, well, I'll put a little history up there. It's my dad's voice, so it's kind of might be a little outdated. There might be a few cars out of order, but he's got a story. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for stopping.
Well, that was the daughter of the original owner, collector. Their family's still keeping it going. There's one of the General Lees. There's a bunch of those. You see a lot of museums with a General Lee in it. But as good as this place is, that's probably original. There's your Smokey and the Bandit. Burt Reynolds. What a movie that was, huh? In a wooden car. There you go. Thing must weigh a ton. All made out of wood, and it drives. Got a big engine in it. So it's a car and a picnic table. My goodness. Even got covers over the wheels. Old race cars. Isn't that Richard Petty guy? I'm not a big racing expert, that's for sure. There's a James Dean car. Wow, look at the color on that one. My goodness. That is cool. Is that a Cadillac? No. There you go. She asked me what that thing was in the window, and I told her it's an old air conditioner. 1952. They don't make them like this anymore, that's for sure. These were the good old cars. Big old gas guzzlers, huh? Then there's your Chevrolet convertible. Nice looking motorcycle. This is only the first little part. We got a long ways to go through this place. Next room. There's all the glassware, old dishes, about anything and everything you can think of in this place. How about a slot machine? Pinball and get your fortune told.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I'm the very first one in here. Just like I planned it. There's your old jukebox. More games. There's your park bench. Then how about the front end of a VW bus? I like the old photos. Big pile of snow. One thing about South Dakota, you get winter here. There's the old train. Looks like pictures of the old town here. Way back. What'd that sign say? It was the head of the cattle trail. So this town goes way back with all the snow piled up. And looks like newspaper articles on the museum here, Pioneer Auto. What a passion to collect like this. There you go. There's a Plymouth Roadrunner. That was a sought-after car in its day. Wow. A Viper. They probably run. And you got globes up there from the old gas pumps. All the signage. Uh-oh. Black Challenger convertible. There's a training gun. From what? World War II. My goodness. Then all the rifles on the wall. Every kid in the world wants a ride in the Batmobile. I bet a few have ridden in that one. Oh boy. Well, that is something. Like a lizard person. Jar Jar, whoever Jar Jar is. GT 500 Mustang. Woo! Go racing down the street. Another wooden car. That has to be like a one-of-a-kind, hand-built. It's got a Briggs & Stratton motor in it. That purple one, wow. Now that would be fun to cruise around in, huh? Especially if you like purple. Pretty modern car, huh? Alright, well, let's head outside. We still got all these buildings to look at. Well, we'll keep going through here. I think these are all the cars. What's in this door? There's your truck room. Old antique delivery trucks. It's like old car. Look at the size of them headlights. Like big eyeballs, huh? This thing has skis on it with tracks. That'll get you through the snow. It's probably what it was used for. Here you go, a old-time motor home. Wow. A true old motor home. There's your kitchen, wooden steering wheel, all the glass windows. I bet it got hot in here. Newspaper articles, ocean to ocean. The owners took it across country. $16,000 it cost back in the day. The couple made a 3-year trip. Wonder if they went to quartzsite. There it is in Washington, D.C. A lot of newspaper articles on it. Adventure of a lifetime. They were talk of the town, huh? Must be the race room here. There's a race car. SS Chevelle 396 engine. There's your Camaro. Everyone wants a convertible Camaro. And there's a convertible Kaiser. Bet that was an expensive car. Wonder where they made Kaisers. I don't know. Silent film star Tom Mix's 1934 Packard. We've seen his stuff in other museums, but never a car. Bet that was really styling back in those days. And there's all the old movie cameras and stuff. Pretty cool. What a collection, huh? Old gas pump. Here you go, antique motorcycles. Old bicycles, scooters, a little bit of everything in here, including a wooden pig. Love it. Bunch of old Honda motorcycles. Guarantee you all the Sturgis guys will like this place. Here you go, a Batman bicycle. A Batcycle. Says pow, wham on the wheels. Holy cow, Batman, it's a bat bicycle. Now that's neat. This more old, what are those Indian bikes, I think, Indian motorcycles. No, that's a Honda there. You can tell I'm not the biggest motorcycle buff or car buff. I like looking at them though. There's an old sidecar. Hang on. Antique bicycle built for two. There's a chopper stagecoach. It's got a gear shift with pedals, so it ran. A pogo stick up there. Wells Fargo Stage Line. Even got the big engine in it. That would have been fun, huh? Take it in parades and stuff probably. And this must be the motorcycle that used to belong to Elvis. Long time ago, old Indian motorcycle. Wow, building after building. How could he even keep track of this stuff? and other cars. They just stuff cars everywhere. Looks like all their horse stuff, carriages. Old train depot there across the way. Like an old gangster car from the movies. Wonder if they, I bet they sell some of these. They have to. I see empty spots. Someone put a little toy tractor there. Mustangs, a bunch more old cars. What's this red one up here? Old delivery wagon. I'll be darned. Little lanterns for lights. $19.12. And here's another building just full of them. What they called these sedans, wasn't it? Big front ends on them. This weigh a ton. Quite a collection, isn't it? Here you go, Chicago Police Department. And there's the old paddy wagon. That thing is in mint condition. The upkeep of this stuff, this must be a tremendous expense to this place. Well, we're getting down near the end, I think, of the cars. Yeah, it was $14 to come in here, which isn't bad for what you get. I mean, wow. And they need it to keep all this going, just a light bill. There's several acres of buildings. Wintertime has to be harsh on this stuff too. There's his original car, it looks like. But anything and everything you can absolutely think of in here. Old replica gas station with the pumps. They got restrooms in these buildings here too. More old, looks like farm trucks, tractors. Need a tractor? Why not? They got everything else in here. Everything you can think of. Oh my goodness, another one. Building 22. Of course, more cars. Wow. These look like the foreign ones maybe, huh? As far back as you can see, Volkswagens. Was that a Volvo? Another Mustang. Couple of them. Oh, I know those front ends. That's the old Etzel. Too bad they don't make a station wagon like that. Now they make vans, I guess. Dodge pickup. There's a little bit of everything in here. These guys didn't make it to the big buildings. Wonder why. Probably just because there's no room. Well, let's peek inside this old gas station. There's also restrooms here. When they used to wear uniforms and pump the fuel for you. Old gas globes. Oil cans. A little bit of everything, just like an old-time gas station. Even clean your windshield. Of course, you need a boat motor to go with everything else. Antique boat motors. Looks like air compressors. Lawnmowers. Cement mixer. More gas pumps. Ooh, want to go inside the train depot? Got to have a couple fire trucks in the mix. Old-time horse-drawn ones. All right, all aboard. Yeah, you can just see how many buildings. Goes way back in there. Like its own little town here. It's probably bigger than the rest of the town. Joking, just joking. Well, old stoves. Looks like washing machines, wash tubs. Just a little bit of everything in here. Guarantee you this lumber on the floor and all these buildings would be sought after. That is highly collectible. You can't even buy it or anything like that now. Oh, record players, piano. They got everything in here fenced off. Wheelchairs. So this would be the old depot. Western Union. Benches. And there's your ticket counter. Get your Greyhound bus ticket, train ticket, send a telegraph. Right here in Murdo, South Dakota. At the Pioneer Auto Show is what they call it. It is a show. Really big shoe. Well, cool. Glad I stopped. This was always on the list to come back to, because the last time I was here, it was on a limited time schedule. This time got to see a little bit more. But you know what? We got some miles to do. We got to make it to Sturgis today. Let's peek in the general store. Wow. There is just stuff everywhere. Too bad you gotta look at it through this fence. But tons of stuff. Alright, to the van we go. I get asked often, you know, what's your favorite places? Would you ever go back to something? And this was definitely one to come back to, just for the mass amount of collectibles in there. That is a life's passion, a life's worth of work by that gentleman who's passed on now, but his family's still keeping it going. But what an effort to keep something like that going. I mean, everything deteriorates. They get harsh winters. So they definitely need to support. But like I said earlier, when the bikers get here, oh man. They invade South Dakota. They're everywhere, which is all fun. That's their vacation. People plan all year long to come to the bike rally, the Black Hills, South Dakota, all of it. Speaking of Black Hills, after Sturgis, I'm going to be roaming around. We're going to be doing a ton of exploring. Alright, I did look up on the phone. I found a couple cool things to stop along the way, break up the monotony of the drive to Sturgis. There's a old Minuteman missile. There's a silo up the road, and this was the control center for it. And we can see it from the outside. Anyway, be a cool little pit stop and break. There's a building off to the left. It's all underground. There's tunnels. Back down the road there was a visitor center. It was, I don't have enough time to stop for that, but it's getting on in the afternoon. And it is hot as a pistol. Woof! And humid. Okay, they got storyboards and stuff here. Let me get parked. There's the building. You got to sign up for a tour. Maybe one of these days they'll take you inside the building, but that was the controls for the missiles. Prairie Ranch and Missile Fields. Can you imagine? The cows roaming around, you're out plowing the field, and all of a sudden the ground rumbles and one of these things takes off. Pretty good map of the area. Now up the road we'll be able to see one. Invisible warriors, but you can see the building across the street, but look underneath. That's where the control center was for each missile. Or maybe many of them, I don't know. Kind of different, and they're saving it, saving history. Pretty cool. Alright, I'll stop up the road. They actually have one missile silo that we can access. This looks like a regular building over there, doesn't it? And all that underground. Tunnels and everything. Here's the exit for it. All this stuff is on Google Maps if you search it out. Historic sites, that's what I look for when I do search these things. Okay, you gotta make a left here. And you never know what pops up, even out in the middle of all these farm fields. Go figure, huh? made it. I'm glad that van has a good air conditioner. This is like Florida weather. Okay, what's that? Ooh! There's a good idea how long the missile is. The length of 4 cars. Or a dinosaur. Really not that big of an area for the amount of destruction one of these missiles does. Who would know they were here even? There you can just see the top of the silo. This was D9 back in the day. Just a little fenced off piece of ground. That must have been for air circulation there. Vents, everything's concreted. Minuteman missile silo. There's the hatch that would pop open. That thing would slide open. Hopefully the shadow, there's the top of the missile. Oh man. Well, you're going to see more of me than you will the missile. Yeah. Well, you can see the top of it anyway. Let me go to the other side. Well, thank goodness they never launched it. I'm sure it's all disarmed. You know, people have bought these old silos and converted them into homes. Underground bunkers and homes. But there's one for history. You can come visit it. Learn about it. Part of it. Yeah, this has to be for air ventilation or something here. There's the back side with that track on it. Alright, this thought it'd be a fun little quick stop. We say we got to get on to Sturgis. made it. Here's our exit 32 coming up. Sturgis, South Dakota. The rally's still over a week out. I'm going to be spending several days. We're going to explore town, like I said earlier. The history of the town and stuff. And the rally too. That's all fun. I'm gonna go out and see my friends at kickstands. I'm not staying out there so much this year. I'm gonna stay in a few of the RV parks around here. And there's Fort Meade Museum there. Also going to be heading down into the Black Hills as well. Look at this, they're already selling their shirts. Of course, all the attorneys are setting up their trailers. They sponsor a lot of all the bike rally, and the motorcycle museum will be inside that. That thing is priceless on the inside. Alright, I'm going to stay out at an RV park here at the end of town and go find it and cool off on this hot and hazy day. Journey continues. Talk soon.